Hey guys, it's the Magic Hour. How y'all doing out there? Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a great day so far. I know that I am. Hey, good to see you. Welcome, Virtue. Yeah, so I thought we could play through a more crime or investigative oriented game. So, how about a little Disco Elysium, right? This is a game that I have played through once before and I enjoyed it so much. I did play through it on the PlayStation, though I haven't played it on the PC, so this will be a somewhat new experience for me. Yeah, happy Wednesday. Good to see you. So let's turn the music up a little bit. This game is amazing in its sort of ambiance and feel. It's a work of art, I think. So, all right. Now, our first big decision is what kind of detective are we going to be? Are we going to be a cerebral person, a thinker? Are we going to be more of a sensitive type, oriented towards maybe manipulating people? Are we going to be more physical, just beating the crap out of people who get in our way? It's quite tempting. Or, of course, we have an advanced mode to create our own character. So I think the first time that I played through this game, I'm pretty sure I played through it as a thinker, which is sort of my first inclination with these kinds of choices. I usually go for the smarter option than the more, like, brutish option, but playing a brute can be a lot of fun, too. So, maybe we ought to go through this as a more physical type, huh? It'd be a new experience for me. All right. Let's give it a go. All right, extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a rock. So 1 in intelligence, 2 in psyche, 5 in physique. Huh? And then 4 in motorics, how well you move your body. Boy, I think I'd have maybe a 1 or a 2 in this in real life. All right. Well, let's see. I guess it's destiny. We're gonna go ahead and go with the standard physical build here. See how this works out for us.
There is nothing, only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it, no larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
So, how are the volume levels with the voiceover? Does it sound okay? Do I need to turn it up? Hey, Carito, what's good? Happy Wednesday. How you doing? It's pretty quiet? Yeah, let me turn this up a bit. Yeah, there's a bunch of lines, so I'll have it read a little more and you can tell me if you think it's loud enough.
Ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever.
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Hey, sounds good.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
It's great.
Yes, it is.
Some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
Ooh, I like nothing.
I know you do, baby. I know.
How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Allons-y, let's go!
Alright. Nothing town to fuck all borough.
Look, there's a I am tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit?
Not you. Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Don't stop, keep singing. Sing me the song of death.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the sore, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Stop, I don't want to hear anything more about this sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing.
A stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Help! Someone! Cut my head off! It's trying to murder the rest of me!
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Sounds like a hangover to me. Hey, looking good. Now this is a hero. Got some relatable content. Okay, so we got a little character portrait here. It's a bit blurry. Not too many details on that. We've got 5 hit points and a couple of morale points. And it looks like there are a few things we ought to be picking up and maybe putting on. Let's start with some pants, huh? Good. Pants? Oh, we have a thought.
You hear a jingle.
Oh.
Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says,
Fish 'em out.
whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Alright, awesome. So we have a key. There looks like there's a
This
necktie
fan
up
has
here.
2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Can I just turn it off? What happens if I pull on the fan?
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Alright, well, I've got a good chance of getting this tie now.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Okay. Sounds good. Or are we just walking around wearing a necktie with no shirt? This is a look. This is a real look. Okay. Oh, is this some more clothing? Can I put this on? Disco ass blazer. Ah, our shirt. Oh, we have a thought. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. Yes, someone skilled with words could describe the bad smell. All right, I think we've got most of an outfit. What's going on in here? See, bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. We ought to turn this sink off. So let's go ahead and click on the things we can click on.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
That sounds like us, because we're a strong, brutish type of person.
Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man.
Me, I got
Suddenly,
too wild.
You realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Oh, that must be why our character portrait is all blurry, huh? Alright, well,
As you slowly
let's see what's
reach
going
your
down.
hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I don't care.
Behold.
Oh! It could be worse. Behold a man.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Of course I do. It's, is it some kind of superstar? I think I'm a superstar.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I think it might be because I'm a superstar.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Nope, this is what superstars do.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I think it's supposed to look suggestive. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies.
Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens.
No one tells me what
That's
to do.
right. Not even yourself. Go ahead, try something. It's not an order.
Oh, man. Well, we have a very low chance of succeeding at these things. But that's fine. These are both white checks, so we can retry these later. Alright, let's go ahead and try to remember the source of the expression.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place, somewhere in the past.
Womp womp.
That's all you know for now.
Okay, well, let's try the other option. Let's try to stop doing it.
It's too late.
No.
Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Okay, well, I guess I gotta let the mirror be for now. Alright, now we could click on this, right? Oh, it appears to be a locked door. Can't do much about that. But let's go back out to this room. What's going on here? Look at this broken window.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Let's assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist, like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend.
Apparently, we have thrown one of our shoes through a window.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Not great. Now, on the upside, we have solved our first mystery. The mystery of where's my other shoe? I should go and get that
Cool wind
shoe.
gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me go ahead and get this shoe before I forget about it. Oh, you're limping a little bit. Green shoe. What else is going on here? Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. This. Empty cassette case. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Well, it looks like we tore this cassette apart while it was playing. We must have been getting wild in this room last night. Let's go outside. Close the door. Yeah. Alright, so there should be a way out. Hey, there's something on the table. 40 cents. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, I'm having thoughts. The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Hey, there's our shoe. A gust of briny wind washes over you.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet.
Alright, how they fit?
Good. They're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Alright, well we did it. So what do we got going on here? Oh, we do have a little bit of gear. We haven't really picked anything up yet other than the clothes that were in our room, so we don't have anything to swap out with it. We've also got this empty cassette. Used to be a tape, destroyed in a fit of rage. Something about the Etienne's single, smallest church in Saint-Saëns? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Must have rubbed someone the wrong way. The label says the song was recorded in 43. Okay, we've got a journal with some tasks. Must be a list of white checks we can try again at some point. We don't have anything on our to-do list yet because we basically just started, right? Alright, let's head back inside, see if there's anything else to look at. Oh, he's looking in the direction of the, where the mouse is pointing. That's cool. I didn't notice that in the PlayStation version. So let's go ahead and go back inside. Alright, what else do we have that we could interact with? I think we got everything out of our room. Oh, there's a person here. The calendar says it's March. The year is 51. We go here.
Hello, officer.
Hello, officer. Let's talk to her.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Officer, am I military personnel?
No.
Wait, I know, I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right?
The young woman shakes her head.
Okay.
Slowly.
Chief Technical Officer?
No. You're a police officer.
You
sir.
shit me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business
Couldn't
is
say.
that?
In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
Dang! Why don't I remember being a cop or anything else? 'Cause I don't think this is gonna work out here. Trying the expression on her.
Could it be because of the drinking?
Well. She's got me there.
She hasn't had time to put her makeup on. This is her morning cigarette. She looks tired, her beauty waning faster than it ought to at her age.
You should get going now.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words 1,000,000 times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes?
Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them. Oh, were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah, we go on all right.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
Was I singing this?
Yes, there was a church in there, a really small church, like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that. And also,
What else?
that it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way? Like a wild beast?
Yes. It was very cool.
See, I knew it was very cool. Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
That's so me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
It prides me to hear this. Tell me there was more.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable.
Sounds like you were in some real fundamental pain there, muscle man.
I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
What is it they have against the police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Where exactly is here? Where am I?
You're in a hostel, sir.
No, where are we? Where in the world?
We are in Revachol.
Should that mean something to me?
You sure look like you're from Revachol. Revachol parties.
Okay, I guess we are in Revachol. Tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
And that's what? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers, they have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
What's so funny?
You're right. There is nothing funny about civilization.
Dang, that's deep. Okay. Okay, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Yeah. You leave something here? It looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
Wow. The what now?
The living shit. Your mesolimbic reward pathway does not mince words. It wants smokes.
Am I a smoker?
Who knows what you are? A monster, a murderer, the gnome of Jeroma? You feel like a smoker, especially when you look at that juicy, succulent, seductive cigarette stub, still smoldering deliciously.
But she broke it at the filter. I can't smoke that.
How very astute of you. This renders it ineffectual. You should look for a whole cigarette, or better yet, an entire pack. Strike that. A carton. Make sure they're all healthy and able-bodied. Then smoke them all.
I should enthusiastically do that.
Good. They'll make you stronger and better. You're too old to be cool now. But find cigarettes. Smoke them. Blam. Instantly a cool renegade man. A mystical red dragon with smoke rising from his nostrils. Plus, smoking them gives massive bonuses.
Ooh, massive bonuses, huh? Okay. You heard the reptilian voice that makes all my important decisions. Hey, Dark Oak Lord! Thanks so much for the follow. Welcome. What's this? This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe le Monde. Okay. Let's go downstairs. Ah, some more people to talk to here. Let's explore a bit first. What's going on here? Summer door closed for the winter. Like there's some microphones up here. This is where the lyrics would be. A big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. Sounds like a job for us. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here.
Yeah.
The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast oceanic soul.
My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard.
Mm-hmm.
Through a PA system.
Oh, yeah.
By other people.
Absolutely agree.
Whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
This goes well with a theory I'm developing, that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
What should I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Of course, they'll really get a gauge on my soul with that
Serves
one.
them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic, small church song. Who's laughing now?
Mm-hmm.
No one. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to find another copy of that song so we can sing karaoke. This feels right. You belong here. That's right, I am a superstar in the making, aren't I? Looks like we can talk to this fellow. There are a few objects around, though. Let me investigate. Ooh. Let's take this Nosafed, why not? The water cooler, a large bubble is rising to the surface. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. Okay, well, let's talk to this fella.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
Look at that bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it.
Oh, thank you so much, Dark Oat Lord. Yeah, you know, I've played through this game once before, and I just absolutely loved it so much. So now I'm playing through it with a completely different approach. This game is and it's beautiful, too. That's something that I really like about this game. It's sort of like a watercolor come to life, almost. The music is great. Yeah. All right, well, let's get back to the story here.
Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall.
Oh.
A small engraved steel tag says, "The Great Skua, Ste Koarius Skua."
That's the Great Skua, right?
Look, your buddy is over there.
Oh, someone's waiting
Why don't
for
you
us.
go and talk to him, okay?
I'm a cop and I talk to whomever I please.
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know.
A competent
Let's look at
work
this
of
bird
taxidermy.
again.
The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it.
You really ought to take it to a pro if you're a cafeteria manager.
Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. A small engraved steel tag says, "The Great Skua, Ste Koarius Skua."
I have the feeling I know the answer to this question, but what happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Well, this guy's not very helpful. So, I guess I should go and talk to my buddy. Ah, it's auto-saving for me. That's fabulous. What's this? Inside, you catch a glimpse of Union paraphernalia. A strike poster, some red something. A sign reads, Mess Hall reserved for Union members. Doors open 1600. Oh, so they'll open later on in the day. It's much too early for those sorts of activities at the moment. So, we have a few friends over here. There's also some kind of a machine. This Royal Pinball machine is unplugged. Okay, so he said the guy in the bomber jacket is waiting for us. I'm tempted to talk to this person first, but let's talk to this fellow.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
All right, Kim.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
All right, let's shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
We could just try to invent a name for ourselves. Let's go ahead and just try that.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. It is very, very cool, but maybe just a bit too ostentatious. It is so cool. It is pretty cool.
Yes, it is. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name for one classy cop. Say it.
My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well,
He just completely ignores.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right?
The scene?
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
Okay.
Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body?
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
Oh, completely.
Does that mean you took the body down from the tree?
I don't like dead bodies.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
I'm sorry about the body in the tree, Kim. That's my bee.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight.
Ooh.
We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What a shame. Get to it now. Rip that body down from the tree.
Don't worry about the body. I'll rip it down.
After it's been up in the tree for that long, any kind of ripping is inadvisable.
Delicate goods, filled with stinking horrors.
What are we supposed to do again? Nah, he just told us. Let's get moving
After
then.
you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation,
Oh.
shouldn't you have a badge?
Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
I have my badge. I'm a policeman and I have my badge.
Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Okay. Talk
Hello,
to you.
sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
That mean you like me?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Hey, hey.
But dear, you're not for me. I'm too old and too married besides.
That's all right.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime. Ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Kim, of course, I forgot I had you.
Yes, and it seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law, someone you can lean on, and, sweetie, you are looking unsteady.
Hmm.
And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use for me.
Why? 3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
Hmm. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
I drank so hard I forgot literally everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
Well, we're in Revachol.
That's
That's what the lady
right.
upstairs
In a
said.
hostel called the Whirling in Rags, to be precise.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
Really?
I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel.
Hmm.
The city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
All I know is we're approaching the end times.
Perhaps, dear, perhaps. But for now, it's just the spring of 51.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind, we're in this now. Outside, the melting snow seeps into the cracks in the walls and the cobblestone streets, all the way down into the sewers. Above ground, the first Maybells blossom. You can feel it, a great cold. Then the shiver passes.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Let's see. Our options. Some kind of democracy. Dictatorship of the proletariat. Fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Governed by intelligent machines. Radios being used to control people's minds. And distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. The cop regime. We're living under the cop regime. Oh gosh. I'm gonna go ahead and say our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us.
Oh, no. Nothing like that, dear. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly not one who's horseback.
Of course, you've arrived at a weak world where no one appreciates animal husbandry.
Alright. There's no government. How come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
What is the revolution you mentioned?
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What's that have to do with there not being any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Well, thanks for nothing, Kim.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Gotta get going now.
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Alright, so I think we were told to talk to this guy again. Yeah.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Guard, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
As I said, Detective Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
Alright.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
Okay.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
Yes?
I have everything. You?
Oh, you mean, do I have questions?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
This is the second time you've avoided the subject.
Oh my god, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it.
Who killed
I
him?
don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
Tell me.
Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says.
Did you kill him, Gart?
No, I didn't.
You can tell me, Gart. You killed him, right?
I didn't. I don't appreciate this. What is this?
Why did you have to kill him?
Do I have to answer him? Is this mandatory?
The lieutenant stands motionless. His expression unreadable.
Did he hurt you? Is that why? Did you get some kind of sick kick out of killing him?
What are you, an idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone.
Anyone? Have you killed someone else then?
He ignores you.
Ooh.
More. Press on. Push through.
Did you kill Sylvie?
Fuck you, man.
Ooh.
That's enough.
You've not entirely convinced me.
That's a real pity.
Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Alright, that's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast.
Oh.
You owe me 130 real.
We could just try to run away. Oh, I don't know you shit.
Oh, you don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit, you owe me money.
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
All right, calm down. What is this about?
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please, just give me the money.
Well, what exactly is money?
What are you, brain damaged?
Well, actually, I might be.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
All right.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuraki looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
Oh, he's not gonna help me, huh? All right, what do I owe this place
see.
for?
3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
All right, I tried to be reasonable. You're under arrest.
You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
Okay, you're not under arrest. What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Isn't there somewhere else I can stay? I have a home, don't remember where my home is. Fuck this place. Take my chances on the streets. Is there somewhere else I can stay around here?
You mean somewhere else to run up a huge debt? I don't think so. The union squeezed most places out of business to fund the strike. You're better off home.
I don't remember where my home is.
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
All right.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Really don't remember.
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near? South, maybe?
You don't really know, do you?
I have only a vague, blackened image.
A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
Oh. Maybe so. Maybe I oughta try to do that. Look around this place a little more. This. Bottle of rum's been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Alright, well he told us to go out here. And there is a hole in the fence, I guess, that we can... Oh, this must be the hole in the fence.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Alright. What kind of vehicle drove through here?
Hard to say. Your vision is blurred and you're having difficulty concentrating thanks to your relentless hangover.
Why am I looking at this?
Cop habit. You look at everything.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, well, we'll try this, but we're probably gonna fail.
No, these tracks are not interesting at all. Let the street sweeper just sweep them away.
Alright, time to go. So there's a body here somewhere. Oh. Oh. Wow. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes. What do you have here?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind of boots?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard.
Hmm.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
Alright. Guess there's no
There are
pattern
several
for
footprints
now.
in the-
Let's check out the rest of the scene here. What's this? Someone's trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. This kid's ladder is rickety, but still climbable. We gonna try to climb up there?
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
Let's turn away. Couple of kids here. And a dumpster? This. The letter R wears a crown. On the ribbon below, a light above descending.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or...
Did someone say pry bar?
Fuck yeah, pry bar.
Pry bar, pry bar. Your palms yearn its cold touch, to grasp it once more, as you've done so many times.
No or. Pry bar.
We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. And he also has information.
Alright.
Ask the manager? Bullshit. Go straight for the pry bar and pry this baby wide open.
Mm-hmm. Okay, time to talk to these kids. Who do we talk to first? Let's talk to this kid back here first. Get him right in the dick,
pig's getting
Juno.
pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
Ooh, let's get closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
Ooh.
She means it. The fear is real.
Just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
You there, behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Kuno's got this.
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno.
Hey kid, a word. Police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Stop throwing rocks at my crime scene.
Fuck that. Kuno, yeah, right in the mouthhole.
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's an athlete.
Yeah.
Every rock connects, making the battered corpse look just a little bit worse for wear.
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
You kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
What? Look, I have some questions for you.
All right, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
The body, what do you know about it?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Ooh. Alright, have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
You know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He could have just said he doesn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fucking okay. Gotta have a gimp for rock practice.
Don't ask the pigs for permission, Kuno. Don't ask the pigs for shit.
You know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening.
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Okay. Where'd you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Where is Night City?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Alright, more on this later. Right now, let's talk about something else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
About this crime scene, you kids often play in this yard?
Right, pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
That ladder yours?
No, it's not fucking Kuno's. It's ancient. Look at it.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climb the ladder up to your magic tree house.
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic tree house.
Okay, alright. What's in the greenhouse over there?
Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Huh? Hold on, the gardener used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
Okay, what do you mean? You mean the young woman by Whirling in Rags, that gardener?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Wondering about that trash container.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig.
Someone might have stashed something in there. Maybe there's even a lead.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Why the fuck are you telling this shit to Kuno?
I might have some questions later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Alright, I gotta ask, who's Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
This has really cleared things up for me tremendously. Thank you, Kuno.
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Alright, Kuno. Sounds like something you'd call a rabid dog.
Yeah, think about it. Think about that rabid Kuno shit.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
These kids.
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Just answer the questions.
Help! He's sticking his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you, and you are helpless. Kill him. Kill him now. He won't see death coming.
Did I kill him? That's tempting. It's tempting, but Kim's right there. Who put you up to this?
No one. Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
Someone put you up to this.
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Ah, whose side are you on?
Listen to your friend.
Did Guard put you up to this?
Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno! Look, I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Yes. How do I get back to it? I want to go back to that thought.
It's good you said that. Here it is. Here we go. Kuno likes this.
Oh, it's so tempting. It's so tempting. But he's right there. Kim's right. I can't. Kim is right there. You better hope you never run into me when Kim isn't here, dude. Yes, no, I've changed my mind again.
Oh no! You pussied out again! Shouldn't have done that! Kuno's gonna bitch you out now! Kuno's gonna suck at you! Pass you around like candy, fat boy! Pass your fat ass around! King Kuno!
King of what?
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Yeah, okay.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
Alright. Maybe I should just beat the crap out of that kid the first chance
There
I get.
he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Alright, well, we gotta get this thing down somehow.
Yes?
Let's see. You seem to be following me. I don't really see any way to get him down. Oh, there's a box here. So take all of that stuff. And what else is there? This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Ah, there's something here.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
What's this?
It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Let's see what happens.
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Alright, let's pull these panels aside.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Alright.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Investigate. Okay, there's a few things here. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
Oh ho ho.
The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
I've heard amphetamines make you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective?
No, I'm just a regular detective, thank you very much.
I wasn't thinking about taking it. I swear, I'm just thinking about justice.
Of course, detective. Swift justice. Don't worry, we don't have to investigate every trace of narcotics.
All right.
Yeah, swift, lightning justice. Faster, harder, justicer.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? A secret path the local kids use.
Somewhat ominous decorations here. Poster says, get out of the way or get fucked up. Cured pig's head. It looks mummified. A tube of magnesium supplement. What happens when we go up here? Oh, it's a coat? Can we grab it? We're gonna path around to it, I bet.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here.
Uh-huh.
When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
You son of a gun, it's a cop's cloak.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment.
Mm-hmm.
You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
Ooh. Look around a little bit.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK.
Volson 1020 HK.
Is it? Kvalsund makes a lot of heavy equipment, but this is phenomenal, even for them. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here.
Okay, I don't know. Do you really think this cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump?
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it? Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous to just...
How about not right now? How about let's save our game really fast before we do anything too wild. Alright. So.
Yes?
How do we make that jump again? Can I click from here?
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings.
We'll go
is
ahead and give
still
it a shot.
caught on the railing.
The odds aren't good. No, it's gonna hurt.
Nope, no. That's still
Oh
too high.
no.
What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up here.
Alright, okay. Let's try reloading that and do it again. I'll give it one more shot and we'll come back maybe a little later when we have more points and what is it, savoir-faire?
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Oh! Oh, that's right.
As you leap in the air,
Look at this.
a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Close your eyes, let your senses take in the world around you.
Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below.
That's right, baby.
Martinez goes about its daily routine as you soar through the air. The loud voices of protesters mix with the engine sounds from the traffic jam. Waves crash against the pier, and dense, salty sea air fills your lungs.
Don't let go of the moment yet.
The corpse is dominating the yard, and the stench is nauseating. Even so far from the epicenter, it brings tears to your eyes.
Continue the voyage through the salty air. Yeah.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
Nice.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
Okay.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
Well, let's take this coat. And I don't automatically put it on, but it is in my inventory. So, this gives us +1 to our esprit de corps, +1 to shivers. What does our current stuff do? +1 esprit de corps, and that's it. So I guess we should swap this in, huh? While we're at it, let's take a look at our tasks. So opening the trash container, we gotta go back to talk to Gart about that. Inspecting the body, we've already done that. Reporting my badge missing. Yeah, I guess I need to do that at his motor car. Gotta get some money. And my bills. Gotta get some cigarettes. Made the call reporting the crime. We gotta call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave radio. That's right, we gotta do karaoke. Then we gotta talk to a rich person about reality. Sounds like a bummer. Okay, and what's this? Okay, we have the hobo cop thought. Cop and a hobo cop. Upsides can be disheveled, doesn't have to wash, carries himself with lurched gusto. Hobo cop doesn't need anyone or anything. No one can kick you out because you don't have a home. Never pay rent again. Never again hear you're drunk. Why did you even come here, Harry? Go home. You're embarrassing yourself. Downsides. Are there any? I mean, seriously, give me one. Okay, well, let's go ahead and internalize this thought. This hobo cop thought. It's going to take away from our composure a little bit while we're thinking about it. What else do we have going on here? Anything else? Well, we can only really have one thought at a time, huh? Alright, we don't have any points to spend yet. There is certainly a lot of options for where we could spend these points. Okay. Can we go through this door? Ah, we can. We can go in this little area here. What is this? The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. A giant ass print on the pillow and a pattern of coffee rings on the armrest.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Okay, what happens if I put some change in?
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Just dial a number.
It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air.
Well, I might try this again
Sure,
later.
why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing. Nothing tricky about that. You just do, fail, repeat, until it works. All it takes is motivation and practice.
Okay, fair enough. Anything else in here? Someone left the coffee machine on. A standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Oh.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Take a look around.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Oh man, okay.
Whatever's hidden here
Ooh.
is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
What's the note say?
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
Okay.
All items on the list have been crossed out and the note itself is crumpled.
Look, Kim, a to-do note with a list of errands for Everard.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
Okay.
What is so special about this borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Blood?
Take another look.
Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
Okay.
All items on the list have been crossed out and the note itself is crumpled.
All right, let's get out of
The
here.
drawer slides shut smoothly.
What else do we have? Let's take postcard. Le Jardin. There's a Dewey typewriter. The model name's on the back. Every worker equals member of the board is written at the top of the flyer. It's in the bathroom here. Let's just both go in here, Kim. Ooh, magnesium. We can use that to heal ourselves. Some glasses, neat office shades. What's this about? So this takes away from our drama, but gives us a little more visual calculus, huh? We have a glasses slot for it. Yeah, we're looking cool now. Looks super cool. Can we go out here? Door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. Okay, well, I guess there isn't much we can look at here. There's a flyer here. What's this? La Fumée? What's this? The leading intellectual organ of Martinez communism offers a radical Mazovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. The cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Faisal with a pair of white antlers growing out of his head. Okay, cool. Laminated postcard offers a glimpse across the river. A little more than a decade after the war, the eastern bank is already fully renovated. The hillsides are lush with gardens and residences. Someone's parked a small beige airship by the fountain. This postcard will sell for a pretty penny. Okay, so we could sell some of these things. Get a little money. Anything else to look at while we're here? I think we got it all. Go back outside and look around. There's a big tank here. What is this? Water? Collecting rainwater. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and Potent Pilsner. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Oh, somebody has been smoking and drinking here.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
Okay. Kim, I'm gonna have a quick look inside.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Let's take the picture.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is smiling playfully at the camera.
Why did you take that?
I'm a cop. It's instinctual to collect evidence.
Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it started to rain. All around you, great machines in quiescence. Walk down here. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. Is there anywhere else to walk over here? Doesn't appear to be a way for us to easily just get back up where we were before. Suppose we'll have to continue. Oh, look, a giant button. I wonder what it does.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block.
Well, we got a marsh.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Ooh, what's this?
And, with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
Its purpose? What do you mean?
Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
Okay.
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers. Except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Alright, let's leave. What's this over here? Josephet. Ooh, a little money. What over here? See faded industrial lettering on the platform. Carlson. Ooh, can we open this?
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
You do? Because I don't.
Wait, why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from the crane.
You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
Alright, nothing more to do here for now. We'll come back. We'll come back. Is there anything else to look at up here? Ooh. The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Is that money? Take that. Oh, got some more thoughts. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. Ooh, this is locked. Come back to that another time. More money. Moving up in the world. Industrial-sized thermos smells like burnt coffee, so people drink coffee up here. Oh, there's a guy. And a banner. Banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on. Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Hi.
Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
No, of course not.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
Where is everyone? The harbor's empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
Oh, really? Some drunken trouble, huh?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Really? Did they kill someone?
No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking.
Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
Oh, what was that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
What do you mean by taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Uh-oh, really? Looks like the borscht is spiked. I'm gonna look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
Alright, do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
Alright. What's up, Leo?
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those douce sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
Okay, so they got a lawyer.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
Okay.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
Wow. I think you're doing a great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Oh. My logic is so low, I'm gonna totally fail if I do this. Let's ask you about something else.
Sure, mister. About what?
That container over there.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Okay, well I'm looking for the leader of the Dockworkers Union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everard then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find this man.
Oh, Mr. Everard is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. So we have a new item. Yeah, the photo of the happy couple that we took from the guard station. We also have the special borscht task in our journal. So let's go in and see Mr. Everard. What's going on in here? Hey, more coffee. The coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. A stair made of pallets leading up. Oh my goodness, look at this guy. Look at his like throne that he's sitting on here. Wow. I wonder where you get a chair like that. A taxidermy fish that tells time. Anything else that we can look at before talking to this guy? Alright, let's save real fast here. And let's talk to this
Before
dude.
you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
A walrus of a man.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Dubois.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Right.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Okay.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Why you call him Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
I don't sit. It's kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions. I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Alright, let's sit down.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Let's remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Man.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Take the comically large check, huh? Let's take it and not say anything.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or
No.
No, it's cool.
cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Oh.
His slug-like lips
Our gun.
move, but
Uh-oh.
all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear.
Ooh.
Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
Yikes.
Oh God, why didn't you think of this before? Cops have guns. Where's yours?
This doesn't worry me at all. Who cares if I've lost my gun and the love of my life? Oh, we gotta heal ourselves.
Fuck love. This is your gun. This is serious.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
Alright.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Kim.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Officer, we will deal.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Well, we got no choice here. But to roll.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
So what? Men can cry too.
You want to cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry. You'll think you're disgusting.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
Ooh.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry! Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
That's right, Kim, get down to business.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you.
All right.
I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Oh.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors in my
And
life.
I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
Does this jiggling ooze think he's going to use you? He's got another thing coming. Play his game, son, with your eyes peeled. He's going to slip up, and when he does, you're going to come out on top.
I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
That's true.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
Damn it, fine, I'll look into it. We need to talk about that murder.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level.
Ugh.
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
You gonna ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age.
I too am surprised by the resilience and the athleticism of this tool I've been provided with.
Yes, yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Call me Mr. Dubois, why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
So that's really my name?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
My memory's fine, I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out with my big fat folder.
It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Let's see here. Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids, or...
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
You're right, I don't.
That's why I like you, Harry. A good man knows both his strengths and his weaknesses, and you, my friend, you are one of the all-time greats.
You know, he makes a good point. A good man knows both his strengths and his weaknesses. I suppose that's true. You got me there. Alright, does it say what kind of cop I
Harry,
am?
You're not simply a cop, you're a star. A bright shining star in the drab law enforcement sky, outshining all other stars. You're a superstar.
That's what I like about you, Everett. You get me.
Of course I do, Harry. And I'm gonna help you shine. I'm gonna put you on all the big stages. Your name in giant neon letters. Harry Dubois.
He's probably just making a guess based on your recent activity in Martinez.
You know where I live?
But of course, Harry. Your precinct is the 41st and you live in Jamrock. You're a Jamrock boy. A long way from home, but that's okay.
Where'd you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry. It's Harry. Harry
Get this
Dubois.
straight. A full name, Harry Dubois.
You don't feel like either one of these things. You know what your name is. You have a sophisticated name, like that of a count, or a beautiful man.
I don't really like it.
Don't be silly, Harry. Harry Dubois, that's a real man's name. A Union man's. Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry. I, however, wish to help you any way I can.
Alright, well, we don't have a really good chance of getting this check successful, so let's save first and give it an attempt. Let's talk of other matters.
Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
I'm gonna leave now, but we might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Thanks. I was wondering how I'm supposed to get out.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Alright.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Baye, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
Action!
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
We've got a dream. So let's try that check again if we can.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
I want to go over a couple of things about me.
Let's hear it, Harry.
Go ahead and give it a shot.
Everart's large hands are covering.
Let's try it again.
Mr.
Come on,
DeBar,
Everett.
a pleasure. Let's hear it, Harry.
As you look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets
Oh.
it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
Oh, he's trying to fake us out. That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man, so is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois?
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
I'm looking into your shady brew.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
Oh, okay. What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the Kvalson crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Okay, let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Hold on. Could he really hold my gun hostage?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Does this mean if I do things for you, I will get my gun back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
Ooh, we got a new skill
He
point.
is not.
Yeah, he's not kidding.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Can leave now, but we might talk again later.
See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
Alright. So we got a skill point. Is it possible for us to spend it on any of these things? No. But we can spend it on individual traits that we have here. So let's take a look. Most of our points are in physique. So we've got a lot of endurance, pain threshold, physical instrument. If we get into fights, we'll do very well. Motorics. Now, I don't know about some of this stuff. Savoir-faire. Be a little sneakier than we would be otherwise. We have literally 0 points in drama. We might want to go ahead and put a point into drama, just to have at least one. Alright. There it is. We'll accept these changes and close it out. Alright, well now that we have that card, we can go through the other door that was locked, right? So let's go ahead and head back there. We able to open this now? still can't open that. That's okay. Perhaps there will be another opportunity later on. Curious about this. Come back to it another time, I think. I need to go down these steps. Heading out this way. Up the stairs here. Into this door. Alright, we should be able to get out. Very nice. What's this do? In case of a strike, press button behind guard. Oh, there's a lady there. Oh, there's a big guy here. Look at this guy. Dream about you all the time. Say the right stuff, Measurehead. Just look at him, the wonderful hunk. Measurehead is a powerful man. I get the feeling that this guy is named Measurehead.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Okay.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
My body does not betray my degeneracy.
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
I don't have a problem with Al Ghul. I just drink a little on the weekends.
Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al-Ghul. You are but a vessel for the Ghul now. Very little of yourself remains. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
First, let me make this clear. I'm not a drunk, I'm a cop. I just have a drink every now and then. Everyone does.
The ethanol fungus is deep within your nervous system, pulling the strings. You are merely its pupa now. I see no hope for you or your kind.
I'm gonna step to this guy and see what happens. I'm the police and I need you to comply, now.
Jerking motions. Signs of a late-stage neurodegenerative disorder. How far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
So deep. Alright. It's going nowhere. Alright, Measurehead, take it easy. Go down these stairs. Oh, hey! Dude hanging out here.
Scub?
Hey, it's Manana.
What did he just call you? Hey? Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with
Hey,
you.
it's the Heart. How you
No one's ever
doing?
seen a cop scab.
Happy Wednesday.
Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
Everard said you had a key to a door?
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I'm with you. Oh, you're sick? I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh no. Oh, well, I hope you feel better soon. I hope you recover quickly. You know, drink fluids and all of that. Seems like every sort of ailment is improved if you stay hydrated. All right, let's see here. Weasel. I'll open the door for myself. I'm opening it for all working men.
I knew this man was a commie. And it's a good thing you're doing too. Thanks. What
All
we're
right.
looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Got it.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
Yeah, you can call me Doc if you want. That's fine.
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task? This weasel person? When he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
Ah, what is this game? This game is called Disco Elysium. And it's a relatively newer game compared to some of the others that I play on this channel. But you are a policeman who has a drinking problem, and he sort of wakes up in this town and has to discover who he is and why he's there and investigate the crime that has occurred and all of this. So it's a RPG style game. We can make different dialogue choices and have different kind of personalities to our character, if you like. So the first time I played through this game was a while ago, and I played through it as more of an intellectual type cop. And for now, I'm playing through as more of a brutish type, you know, physical fighting kind of type. So we'll see how that works out for us. All right. Any idea who killed the hangman?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
Let's change the topic.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Why are you striking?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
Wait, so not wages or pensions or...
This stuff. They already covered.
However much you feed the wolf, huh?
The wolf always wants more. I like wolves.
Alright. How large a share would you like?
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
The boss man, Everett. What can you tell me about him?
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
What does bossing the union entail anyway?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
The deaths seem lavish to me.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion.
Dang, that's deep, Manana.
Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Alright, are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
Cool. I don't have anything to add to that.
And none of the above kind of man. No harm in being that.
Yeah, he seems pretty chill, right? You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation.
Sure. I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing.
Yeah.
The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go even wider, if need be. An endless torrent of time.
Alright, nice talk. I gotta get it moving. Peace out, manana. See ya later. We can get down the stairs. I have to use the arrow keys a little bit here. There we go. Alright. What's going on down here? It says GRIH. These guys arguing with this fella here.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
Huh.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Or should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Oh, then yes.
Ha! Couldn't handle us. A cause gives the workers strength, gives them power. We have a right to work! Besides, we're not that different.
Oh, come on.
Talking cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
You lost me at the whole "we're not that different, you and I" speech. Anytime I've been given that speech, it's been by a villain. We're not that different, you and I. We could rule this town, Spider-Man. Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Who are all these strikebreakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were
given a job to do!
What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
Yeah, Hart, I totally agree with you. We're not so different, you and I, is not a good speech to be giving. Alright. And you are unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open and try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. whatever he is.
Wait, head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
How bad could one guy be? You seem capable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained.
I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke, and my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Ooh. Have you considered storming in, like all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Alright. Gonna leave now. Okay, so there's some drama here. Ooh, is this money? Taking all the coins that we see on the street. Taking stuff out of the trash can because that's the kind of life we live now. A glossy magazine, The Most Able-Bodied Men. This issue hosts a top 10 list. Oh no, they're much hunkier than you. That's not cool. Jump Jams. Populaire Musique Mag. Talk to this guy.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Why are you dressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture.
Oh man.
While your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Limbo? What's going on here?
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Ooh.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking A, Kim, I've got your back.
You two make a cute couple. You know that.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Yeah, man, at least my first name isn't racist. Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
He smells of heavy motor oils, and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably Astra Whites.
Got a smoke?
No.
He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
Then I'm gonna need the one you're smoking.
Can't have it.
Hand it over, I'm confiscating it as evidence.
Evidence of what? I haven't done anything.
Guyata.
But what, officer?
Shit.
Sorry I couldn't be of any help.
What was that argument all about?
It's about biological determinism, natural law.
Oh,
the
jeez.
sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
Oh, so you're just a racist. Makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books, huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
He's a well-read racist.
People who've studied these things say that you, me, are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Yes, I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design.
Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
And?
This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
What's this cultural victory?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring.
Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
Runt? Dude's looking pretty tubby and I'm a fighter. Better step off, buddy. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surrounding. Oh, this must be the outside. Yeah, we already tried from the inside to open that door. Pigs go home. The street name is illegible. The street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Oh, it's Spilled Wine. Hi! How are you today? It's good to see you. Happy Wednesday. We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
It's up in the north.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
What's in the east?
The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
Ah. Oh, this game is great. You know, I've played through it one time before, and one of the nice things about this game is you can try different play styles. So it's an RPG, and you're playing as a policeman investigating crimes, right? And the first time I played through the game, I played as more of an intellectual type, you know, like a Sherlock Holmes type. And this time I'm sort of going around as more of a physical, brutish fighter. So it's interesting to see how things turn out for me. Have you ever played this before? Disco Elysium? South. A little more info here.
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
Mm. Oh, it is very cool. It's beautiful, and the music is very nice and ambient, and I just think there's a lot of interesting choices you're faced with in this game. I love a new perspective. That's right. It's on the other side of the canal.
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
Ah, we'll probably end up going there, won't we?
Rows of stalls under a broad roof. where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water, water everywhere, pouring from the heavens in the shadow of the old church.
What kind of fish market is this?
I don't know. The abandoned kind? It used to gather every spring, but there's nothing to do there now. Just drug addicts.
What's in the west?
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
Thanks, that's all for now.
No problem.
Alright, what's this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
The street sign says fuck the police.
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
What about the other sign? Pigs go home? Who are these pigs?
I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
No need to worry. We are not saying you did.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
Who are you exactly?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Cool, and what are you doing here?
I am working.
Working on what?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
But?
Well, as you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
Salts? Ammonium salts. Perhaps useful for later.
Ooh. Alright, I have to run.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Ooh, one more thing. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Okay.
Really? None. Maybe just a tiny bit of annoyance.
Thank you. Alright, well let's equip the gloves, right? Get +1 to interfacing. There we go. Double click and it will equip it. Very nice. Little gear here, little gear there. That's right, we're dressing him up. Got a few little outfits to wear. Now we need to talk to this fellow because
Can I help you?
he at least has info about the trash container out back. We need to follow up on that. Okay. I've seen something here at the Whirling Guard, a thing I need to talk about. Oh, I wonder what this is.
What thing?
Saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union.
Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction.
Don't be a hater.
They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
Well, there you go.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
Okay, how do we find them?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Okay, good to know. Something
What?
else I want to ask about.
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the Whirling later.
Alright, is the trash container out back yours?
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
I guess that makes sense.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
I wonder what the feeling is.
Prod at him and find out.
If I told you I am a hobo, or soon to be one, rummaging through that trash, will you keep me out too?
Yes.
But I need those leftovers to survive.
Sir, I'm sorry the RCM is having financial trouble, but it's not this establishment's problem.
Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor?
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard.
Alright, well, we need those keys.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case.
Mm-hmm.
Please cooperate.
Police business, sir.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Alright. By the way, I'm gonna sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
No, it's gonna happen.
Absolutely in the question.
Exactly.
First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
That's right. Alright. Goodbye. Well, now that we have the keys... Ooh, kitchen is reserved for personnel until 1 o'clock. Oh, it's almost 1 o'clock, so they'll open soon. We have a little thought here. Let's think our thought. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Alright, well, let's go out back for now, let a little bit of time pass, and after 1 o'clock we can go into the kitchen. Now, though... This guy is still throwing rocks at this corpse. Investigate it again.
He still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Oh, I still don't think that we can accomplish this check. Investigate some of the other things.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots, anywhere from 6 to 12
Yeah,
pairs
we'll need to
have
put a
walked
point into visual calculus so that we can count the number of work boot prints.
Yes?
Doesn't have anything to say to us here. Well, maybe we have to throw up?
There he still is, looking right. The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Let it out.
You feel a great force ringing from your stomach. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst, until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid. The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
Fucking corpse.
Keep it.
Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making these worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Okay, where do we get ammonia from?
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell.
Ah.
If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Aha, okay. Well, there's a few things. Now, first, I think there was a little bit of money that we left on the roof earlier. We went through here. And since I am a broke hobo cop, I need every nickel and dime I can get my grubby paws on, right? Oh, what's this here? Barrels are half full of rainwater. Right, we gotta kind of walk around. Oh, there's something over here. The doorway's gonna collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the runes together. What's... Another postcard. Anything else? Lighting up, so I think we're good. Head back up here and check this box. Oh, no Safed for us. Here we are. Money. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, so now we can go back the way. Definitely don't want to leave any money behind, especially this early in the game. Might actually need it. Go back into this shed the way that we came. Go out the door. Okay. So Kim suggested that we talk to the gardener again and get some salts. So let's see if she has any.
I can't believe it's snowing again.
It's snowing. Really pretty.
It felt like springtime just a few days ago.
You still have your salts? I think I could use some.
Sure. I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Alright, I have to run. So we have an ampule of ammonia. Thin glass tube wrapped in cotton netting used to treat fainting spells. Can we use it? Maybe we have to go interact with the corpse and it'll give us a chance to use it? Oh, there's a sign up there. What's this? Rue Saint Ghislaine 8B. And a locked door.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Look at all these options. Well, none of this really means anything to me yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave for now. But perhaps there will be an opportunity for us to return and speak to someone using that call box. Now if I click on him, is there...
He still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
So with the ammonia,
it does now.
I now have about a 1 in 4 chance of being successful. Let's go ahead and save real fast. Well, let's give it a shot.
He still is, looking right through. The ammonia only makes it work.
No, thank you. The ammonia only makes it worse. It's already pretty bad. Give it another shot.
Is, looking right. You crack open the
Here we go.
And breathe in. The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Yeah, that's right, Spilled Wine. I'm not afraid to save and go back and reload the game, because it does roll dice for you on these checks. So you have stats that are going on in the background for certain kinds of questions. I brought up my character sheet so you can see. You have all of these different abilities, so for some of the interactions you have with the game, certain stats are more important than others, and so it's sort of like a tabletop RPG style game, like a Dungeons and Dragons, if you will. So all right. Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes.
Mm.
We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enamel boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Okay, let's look at the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
What kind of boots are these?
They are armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons.
Okay then, what kind of armor is this?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
Oh. What, does my mortal coil need protecting?
Yes, bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Cast it in ceramic shell. Resist death.
Understood.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form. Ageless and synthetic.
The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
Ka-ching, baby!
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
That is what ka-ching means, yes.
It means disciplinary hearing.
The lieutenant nods often. It's part of his unplastic expression range, communicating both professionalism and sarcasm. This time, the latter.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company, but that's just hearsay.
Look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Alright, let's knock on the
A
boot.
small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether.
Wow. Alright, can we get these boots off?
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
What?
Even the mongrels can see you're about to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
I'm gonna pull his head off, right?
Yes, that's what I said. You'll compromise the coroner's case if you do. So please, don't.
Aw, you're no fun, Kim.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
Are we not detectives? There may be clues inside the boot.
Maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot and leave what's inside to the boys at processing? Just this once. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
Bummer.
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
Sounds like a
The
plan.
anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Okay, got it.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
All right.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Let's look at the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
What was that? A word?
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
Should get a drink.
No, you should not get a drink. You should perform an initial inspection of the victim's corpse. We are on the rope part.
What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a harbor?
Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it.
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
Yeah.
Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
They sure wanted him to stay there. That polyester seems strong.
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
How'd they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt. Buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
It's a map of the night sky?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
As if someone left out most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here. Let's see.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
A Trugat Sunshine. Mini.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
Wow.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Alright, let's look at the inventory. Well, we can't do it while we're doing stuff. Alright, let's look in the
His
in the
eyes
eye.
are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home. Just dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Ooh. Alright, well, let's save
Corpse
and
looks right
ask
through
this
you as
question,
you distance
huh?
yourself from its stench. Eyes like a shark.
Can also interact with
An intricate web of blue lines
Picture.
stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
the other
It
item.
still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky, but something's not right.
The meaning of this tattoo.
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance.
Who are you?
Gone.
Alright. What does this
The
do?
front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Why antlers?
Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism. They represent a society in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it.
Ah.
A shameful way to treat a former king. Even one as underwhelming as Friesel.
Why Frisell?
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
Okay, let's flip through the pages.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections. International development, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Right, let's read the editor's note.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going à la fumée, unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel. La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers.
Sounds good.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Alright.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Let's check out international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Seminine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bear wrestling. Flip back to that.
Alright, let's see what this bear wrestling's all about.
It seems to be part of a new public fitness initiative in the People's Republic of Samara, SRV, devised and promoted by none other than President Kanajinsky himself. According to this extremely credulous account, Uncle Sport, as he's affectionately known to his people, has recently decreed bear wrestling the national sport of the SRV.
Uncle Sport has declared that bear wrestling is the national sport. Yeah, hang on, tell me more about this Uncle Sport.
Based on the description in this article, he appears to be an extremely competent and democratically elected president.
Oh, sure, great. Now let's get to the bear wrestling.
It's quite straightforward. A standard match features one man, or in some cases, woman, against one bear. 2 competitors, 1 ring, 5 rounds, or until incapacitation.
Ooh.
According to the SRV's Ministry of Information, the program has been a tremendous success. Public support stands at 87%, and youth obesity and alcoholism rates are down 12% and 7% respectively.
I guess it's hard to fight a bear if you're out of shape.
That's very much the idea. President Kaczynski has long maintained that a strong body is the best defense against capitalist aggression.
Kim, do you think there's any chance our case will take us to the SRV?
The Samaran People's Republic? No, I should expect not. Why do you ask?
I was thinking it might be fun to see a bear fight. I was thinking it might be fun to partake in a bear fight.
I suppose that would be something to see.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Wonder what's in Kunst und Kultur.
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
All right, arts and culture.
As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS.
Ah, so you're going to bed now, Spilled Wine? Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate your support. I hope that you have a good night, okay? Sleep well. Take care.
The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective.
Ooh. This Tip Top Tournée.
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing.
Okay, let's see what these communists have to say about Tip Top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tournée.
Wait, what's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
What's wrong with a good motor crash? They just keep it interesting.
And that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
That's a good point.
At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
Wow, 750,000 real, huh? Wow, you're right. I really am just in it for the violence.
You see, one cannot avoid the conclusion that Tip Top Tournée is simply the apotheosis of spectacular entertainment under capitalism.
Kim, did you know Tip Top Tournée is actually an orgiastic ritual of capitalistic destruction? I had no idea.
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective.
It's too bad. I thought I liked Tip Top.
You can still like it, Detective. Just because a couple of fools wrote an article doesn't mean it's true. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Check out the local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike. You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous.
The writer G. Martin remarks dryly that capitalists love wealth redistribution, so long as it's only redistributed upward. You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Let's see about the bio of the artist. Maybe
Takes a
that will
moment,
help
but
us.
gradually it dawns on you as you leaf through this. The main feature, though, is that this so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer.
Oh, well, I guess there's not much to it then. That's fine. Sounds
You
dull.
flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Let's go ahead and put this magazine away. All right. Well, we've made some progress here. Let's check this dumpster out real
This trash
quick. We do have the
container is
key.
locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, "Whirling in rags." With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't.
Do it anyway.
Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobocop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content.
Exactly. Open the
smell
lid.
of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
It's a little stinky.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Look under the boxes of cartons.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. You've done this before. The movements are recorded in your elbows, the methodology in your fingers. You're used to this.
Used to what? Dumpster diving?
No, searching for evidence in the trash.
Ah.
Good practice for dumpster diving.
Dive further.
A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
All right, let's pick at the rags.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Pants. Let's take the trash pants.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
Whoa.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
They took his pants off and threw him in the trash.
Drop them in here, officer.
Bag him up.
Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there? I have another bag here.
Something slimy catches your eye.
Reach for it.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
Gross. Bag it
This
up.
is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario.
Yeah.
Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
Oh, I think.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
You think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe?
Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Yeah, we need to ask the kids who put them there.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See?
Okay.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash container. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato peels, mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, what's this?
What?
A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Take it out.
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a man's handwriting.
Ooh, clipboard.
Officer, is that your paperwork?
I don't know what this is.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
Has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin.
What are you talking about?
I speaketh the tongue.
Doeth thou also thorough inventories? You should take stock of your notes. Make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If some of it has fallen into the hands of the RCM's adversaries, bloodletting may well ensue. It will also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Anyway, where were we?
Okay.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
All right, well, we gotta dig in Hobocop style for extra content.
Wow, an Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon, half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny.
It's a knock cannon.
It's a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls snaking around the rotten banana peels, however.
What?
And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000, easy. Unless you're into hi-fi yourself.
I'll sell it.
No, you won't. Because none of those things are real.
Aw.
They're not actually in there. All you see is food waste and crisp wrappings.
A cruel jest. There must be something.
All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the Yellow Man frolicking in saffron.
An antique?
Only in its social sensibility.
Let's take this. And I think we got all we can get.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
We have a thought.
Hobocop. Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar? The old L'Assommoir? To the pier or the sewers? To Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Arden-Macan beast that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all yours at last.
Sounds great. Our learning cap for Shivers was raised, reveals extra special collector's edition tear bottles on the map. More money from selling tear. And our learning cap from Shivers raised to 6. Excellent. Excellent work. All right. Well, then I see it's a little past 9 o'clock, which is when I was going to stop broadcasting today. So I guess this is a good time to wrap things up. I wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who tuned in today to support the stream. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. If you hadn't had a chance to follow me yet, please go ahead and hit that follow button. I will be back again on Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific, and we will continue our playthrough of Disco Elysium at that time. All right? Thank you so much again for your support, and have a good night.